Hello everybody. Today we are going to start with a new grammar lesson. It's a very easy lesson. It's about clauses. First of all, I need you to know that we have three kinds of clauses: noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clause. We are going today to talk about two kinds of clauses, which are nouns and adjectives only. Adverbs will be explained later. Okay, so as I said, our lesson is about clauses, and we are going to explain two kinds of clauses only, which are noun clause and adjective clause. We are not going to explain the adverb clause. We are going to explain it later. So I hope you all watch the video and do the worksheet that follows in order to pass the exam. First of all, we have to start with the definition of a clause. What is a clause? A clause has two definitions, or in other words, keep in mind two definitions. A phrase is a group of words without a subject and a verb used as a single part of speech. But a clause is a group of words with subjects and verbs. So this is the difference between clauses and phrases. A phrase is a group of words without subjects and verb, but a clause is a group of words with a subject and a verb. So this is the difference between them. A phrase doesn't have subject and verb. A clause has a subject and a verb. This is the difference between a phrase and a clause. So we'll repeat again. A phrase is a group of words without a subject and a verb, while a clause is a group of words with a subject and a predicate also. So here, what do we mean by the subject and the predicate are working together? It's clear. It's not that difficult. Now we're going to move to adjective clauses. A clause can also be used to describe or give more information about a noun. We call this a clause of an adjective or a relative clause. I like to watch movies which make me laugh. The strawberries that I bought were delicious. People who drive too fast should be more careful. So the ones between brackets are the adjective clauses which are describing a certain noun or a subject. So which make me laugh refers to movies. That I bought refers to strawberries. Who drive fast refers to people. Whom we elected refers to the officials. Whose pictures is in the newspaper refers to the man. So the adjective clause usually describes a subject or a noun. An adjective clause modifies a noun. Let's see this example. I saw the man who robbed the bank. I saw the man is the main clause. Who robbed the bank is the adjective clause because it modifies the noun, which is man. So I'm modifying that the man whom I have seen is the man who robbed the bank. An adjective clause closely follows the noun it modifies. Examples: the bag that is on the table is mine. The bag is mine that is on the table is the wrong sentence. The first is the correct, because usually the adjective clause comes after the noun. As you can see here in the example, the bag that is on the table is mine. Let's see these. This slide is very important as well. Adjective clauses. Definition: an adjective clause is a multi-word that contains a subject and a verb that tells more information about a noun in a sentence. Means it modifies the noun in the sentence. Adjective clauses depend on other clauses in a sentence to express a complete thought, and that's why they are referred to as dependent clauses. All adjective clauses begin with a relative pronoun such as who, whose, which, whoever, whomever, that, and where. So when you need to find the adjective clause, you have to look for the relative pronouns. The relative pronouns mark the beginning of an adjective clause in a sentence. Here, the most important thing is to spot a relative pronoun because adjective clauses follow them. They function as actual subjects and at times the objects in the adjective clauses. Examples: people who are true patriots love their country unconditionally. I can recall the time when there were no mobile phones. Jason has a relative whose daughter pursues a career in nursing. Dancing, which many people love, is tiresome. The reason why David skips mathematics lessons is that he doesn't love the subject. The reason why Nicholas prefers to watch football matches is that he doesn't like to watch basketball. Weddings, which are hosted in scheduled areas, are very jovial. So these are some examples, and you can see the relative pronouns, the ones written in pink. After them, here's the adjective clause. Okay, so here's the difference. Okay, let's see this also. Whom, who, whom, which, that, and whose. Every one of them is used to express something. Who refers to the subjects, whom to objects, which to things, that to all, and whose to possession. I saw the man robbed the bank. I saw the man robbed the bank. I can replace it with an adjective clause. It means I can say, I saw the man who robbed the bank. This would be much easier. The man had 2 pistols. He robbed the bank. The man who robbed the bank has 2 pistols. This is the bank. The bank was robbed yesterday. This is the bank which was robbed yesterday. Okay, so here it shows us how can we use adjective clauses in combining sentences. Look at this example. Adjective clauses do not change the basic meaning of the sentence. In some cases, when they provide more information into a sentence, they need to be set off with commas. Look at the examples. Pizza, which most people love, is not very healthy. The people whose names are on the list will go to the camp. Grandpa remembers the old days when there was no television. Fruit that is grown organically, expensive. Students who are intelligent get good grades. Eco-friendly cars that run on electricity save gas. Let's see this now. This is easy. An adjective clause provides information for a noun in another part of the sentence. The cake that she bought was delicious. The people who live next door are good neighbors. The game, which was played yesterday, ended in a tie. I visited the town where they met. The leaders whom we elected will commence work next week. Do you know the woman whose picture is in the magazine? She will always remember the day when the accident happened. Now, as you can see, this slide shows noun clauses versus adjective clause. A noun clause is a dependent clause that functions as a noun, while an adjective clause is a dependent clause that functions as an adjective. Noun clauses function as a noun. It can act as the subject object and the subject complement, while adjective clauses functions as an adjective and modifies the noun. Noun clauses are not written with commas. Adjective clauses are sometimes set off by. Here is part of your homework. You have to underline each noun clause below. Look at the example. Whichever you want will be okay. Whichever you want is the noun clause. I will highlight the noun clause. Whichever you choose will look great. So here the noun, let me highlight, it would be much better, or use the pen to underline. Anyways, whichever you choose, this is the noun clause. Let's see the second. What I wonder is why he did that. So the noun clause is why he did that. Okay, so you are going to continue the rest of these as a homework. Let's see the second part of the worksheet. Underline the adjective clause in each sentence. That boy needs to complete all his chores. That boy is the adjective clause. Which person do you think will be able to complete the work? Which person is the adjective clause? The woman who lives next door. So who lives next door is the adjective clause. You are going to continue the rest as a homework, and I'll see you, of course, during the Zoom live session. In case you have any question, I'm going to explain everything again, and that's it. Goodbye.